Crocs are one of the top end of Australia's major attractions.
All right, good afternoon ladies and gents. Welcome aboard the Adelaide River Queen, the original Adelaide River jumping crocodile cruise.
Today's tourists are being treated to a spectacular display from the prehistoric water beasts with skipper Stephen Pitkin.
Up. Beautiful, all right. No less than 3 jumps these crocodiles must do to get anything.
With a job like this, he needs a holiday. It's different every day we go out.
Beautiful, honey.
This isn't just a river and not just an entertainment attraction, it's real out here. You have fun, you interact with wild animals just like anything, but I still don't trust them.
Although coronavirus restrictions have affected tourist numbers, there's been no shortage of crocs.
We've noticed the numbers, I believe, have increased. I feel it.
The rise in crocodiles has been exponential. It's been so significant, leading ecologist Dr. Keller Kopf is now studying the effects it might have.
We know that numbers are increasing, but what we don't know is what impacts that's having on the waterways here.
In the early 1970s, it's estimated just 3,000 crocs roam these waters. Now it could be as many as 200,000.
They've increased several orders of magnitude now, up to over 200,000 individuals, which would be getting close to what historical levels would be.
And that means the crocs are coming back to town.
So they're now only recovering to what those historical levels have been. The consequence of that increase now is that people are seeing them in places where they don't expect to see them, because in many people's living memory, it's not something that they're used to.
Just a short walk from where we did our interview with Dr. Kopf is a croc cage, one of many placed there to prevent crocs creeping onto Darwin beaches.
The croc will swim in, smell the bait, go to the back of the trap, grab the bait, sets the door.
Traps like this have caught 84 crocodiles this year, but they don't always work.
So we can't remove every single crocodile, and people still have to be aware that crocodiles can be in any waterway across the top end.
The increase in crocodile population here is widely attributed to crocodiles being protected since 1971. Some have argued hunting could return to manage the explosion of the reptiles.
When they go in, they swim underwater and come up right in front of you, and that's how people get attacked.
Professor Graham Webb was in the Territory when hunting became outlawed. He now runs a large crocodile attraction park in Darwin.
I started work on crocs at a time when concern about species extinction was increasing exponentially, and suddenly I was one of the few people who had thorough research experience on 2 species. Crocs sort of fall into 2 categories, those that have a commercial value and those that don't have a commercial value. Now, in the old days, around the world, crocs were not protected, they were legally hunted, and they were considered a pest species. So it was a win-win situation. You could get economic development and get rid of a pest.
He thinks hunting should be legalised again in some form.
In this whole trophy hunting industry, I've always said if the landowner can get another $5,000 or $10,000 or $20,000 from the crocodiles on his property, he'll have the incentives to look after them. And that makes wise sense conservation-wise.
But out here in Kakadu, crocs mean more than money. Young Kakadu ranger Desiree Naji is following in the footsteps of her dad and grandfather, who are both traditional owners of the park. She's learning the craft from her dad's best mate, Senior Park Ranger Gary.
It's home, so, looking after it means a lot. Living here means a lot, working here means a lot. I don't think there's anything else I'd rather do, really.
Crocodiles have special significance in her Bunich culture.
Because it's our totem, our family totem, so we have to respect them and look after them. As anybody would, you come into the waterway, that's their environment.
There's about 19 different Aboriginal clan groups across this vast landscape. And that means some of those groups like to hunt the crocodiles, whereas others revere them. And managing that across this national park can be a bit of a balancing act.
They also have economic value. Traditional owners can make over $2 million a year from harvested croc eggs. That goes towards the park. More evidence that croc numbers are rapidly rising.
There's been a significant increase, but not only in sort of numbers, but also in like density, but also biomass. You're getting a lot of big crocs now.
For Desi, her attitude towards the great beasts won't change.
I'm careful, like everybody's got to be careful and safe around crocs, like wary, but I've got a respect for them, so I'm not really scared of them.
Hi, I'm Lee Sales. Thanks for watching this story. If you'd like to watch more of 730's stories, they are on the left of your screen. And tap on the button below to subscribe and get the latest from ABC News.